welcome back to the second race of the NASCAR Revved Racing Series 2001 season. Today we're here at Rockingham for 160 laps. Just got done with practice, and now we're going to hop in and do some qualifying. But real quick, let me just kind of show you guys the point standings as they are after last week. So we've got, Kevin Harvick, obviously with the win there, all the way down to Jeff Burton. So if the chase was to start today, those 10 would have their points reset all to the same value and then duke it out for another 5 races. Obviously after last week's struggle, even though we started on the pole, we got caught up in some stuff and finished last. So here's the point structure that I'm using. You can kind of see there's not really anything fancy to it, just the old style with 5 points for leading a lap and leading the most laps. Here's our schedule. So after this, we'll hit to Vegas, Atlanta, Darlington, Bristol, Auto Club, Texas, that'll be Legacy, Texas, Martinsville, Talladega, Chicagoland, because that was the year that Chicagoland and Kansas, both came into the series. We'll top it off at Charlotte. It'll be our longest race of the season, and then we'll reset the points. And then I kind of picked some tracks that I don't remember if they were in the playoffs or the chase, or I don't remember. I don't think in 2001 they did this, but anyway, no, they didn't. So, but I did pick some tracks that were a little bit different. So you got a 1 mile, 2 mile, 1.5, which is obviously my home track there in Kansas. So really excited to run that one. Then we head to Pocono, which is 2.5 miles, and then we ended there at Homestead, which I really think Homestead is a good track. Like I said, we'll try to use the weather the best we can for what the race was actually run there in 2001. iRacing doesn't go, I think it only goes down to 65. So some of these, we won't be able to race in 45-degree weather. So I'll make it as low as I can. But anyway, let's see. Right now it looks like Tony Stewart's on the pole with a 23.817. The slowest is a 24.34394 by Mike Wallace. So we'll go out there, see what we can do. Hopefully turn a nice solid lap there and whatnot. So I'm not the best at qualifying on cold tires. I just haven't quite figured it out. But so lap 1's typically a throwaway lap for me. We will give it a little bit more on lap 2. I'll also kind of use lap 1 to set up for the quick time. One thing too that I did notice about, I've done a little bit of practice here, trying to kind of get the AI a little more dialed in as far as, pit stops and just, how they kind of race around each other. So I've done a little bit of practice, but it was more trying to get the AI set up, not so much about me practicing the track and getting better at it. But hopefully we can get them dialed in. Here we go.
24.644.
That put us 24th. Not too shabby. Ran a 24.092. That's about almost 3/10 off the pace. But one thing that I did notice, like I said, was that the AI likes to run up a little bit higher. We'll try to keep it down towards the bottom. It kind of helped me.
Brother, one to go. I believe you're going to be on the outside there.
I know the
right
FPS takes a FPS takes a dip. I would love to be able to get a new graphics card here in the short term, but for now we're rocking a 3060 Ti. It does okay with 4 screens. I know I could reduce the car count, but that just kind of messes with overlays, so that's why I like to have all of them turned on. Once we kind of get strung out and whatnot, it doesn't get too bad. I know I could also get rid of the grandstands and crowd and other kind of stuff, but I think that just kind of makes it look a little bit wonky. I already have shadows turned off just because that is such a killer for what I have. I don't have, obviously, the most powerful rig out there, but I think it does okay. So again, we got 160 laps here. Just going to try to take our time, be patient. I start to kind of fire off at about like lap 10 to 15 compared to these guys. So hopefully you just kind of maintain for now, and then kind of start to run them down a little bit as the run goes on. Remember, 50% fuel, 40% race length.
Have a great day. Green. Working the bottom. Still inside. Still there.
Whew.
Still there, inside. Clear. Inside. Still there.
I think I have the AI set to 77 to 97 difficulty. I don't want to make it too hard on myself, but I also don't want to make it too easy. So that seemed to be a good balance with a little bit of the practice that I've done.
Still there.
Boy, I don't want to be up here anymore.
Still
To
there.
do the old Mark Martin approach.
24.7.
Let them go so you can run them down later.
Still inside. Clear. Outside. Still outside.
You know, it's a good chunk of positions, but hopefully, like I said, we can get them back.
Outside. You're clear. The car is P1. Just hit the fastest lap. 23.803. Outside. Still outside. 24.427.
They do have the advantage by being up top
Outside clear. Outside.
to get a better run coming off of the corners, but
24.289. That was your fastest lap of the session. Outside. Still out there. All clear. Outside. Still outside. Clear. 2 outside. Still there. 24.477. Still there. Still there.
it'd be really cool to see this track come back. It's a lot of fun. It's quite unique.
Out there. Still there. Still out there. 2 outside. The leader just did a 24.091. No hole. 24.816. Still there. No hole. 1 outside. Clear outside. Outside. 2 outside.
Like, 3 wide's really kind of killing my corner exit.
24.726. Still there.
Should be more patient.
Still there.
The racer gets in me.
Outside 1. 2 wide outside. Still nothing open. Still there. 24.819. Still there. 1 outside. Still outside on your quarters. Clear. Outside. Still outside. Clear.
said, it took about 10-15 laps for me to kind of
24.7.
start being able to work my way forward. So we lost about I think we started, what, 24th? We lost one position from where we are now, so I'll take it.
Outside. Still out there. 24.4. Working the outside. Still outside. Still out there. Still outside. 24.602. Clear. Outside, outside. Still out there. Clear. Outside. Still out there. Quarter outside. Outside is clear. The lead is did a 24.729, 24.582. Outside. Door quarter clear.
It's like Stewart's up in the lead,
Outside.
about a half a second over Gordon.
Still outside.
Those two had a really good year this year. I think Gordon won the championship in 01.
24.5.
I did kind of set all their skill ratings based upon where they finished the points in 2001. So, you know, Gordon, Stewart, Rudd, Marlin, Jarrett, those guys should kind of be our competition all year, if I can keep up with them.
24.816. Outside. Still out there. Clear.
The only thing I can think about is because they're running that high line, it just eats their tires a little bit more.
24.6.
So that's why they fire off so good, but then they just kind of fall back to me. I don't feel like I'm really saving much or doing anything too crazy to be able to run them down. But I can't control how the AI races and the decisions that they make and what they do and why they do.
24.725. Outside. Still there, man. Outside. Still outside.
I think we can go about 40-ish laps on a tank of fuel. Yeah. 44
Clear.
on the high side. So probably closer to 40, 41 is probably what we'll kind of shoot for. Divide this up into 3 sections, 40, 80, 120, and then 160. Because green, white checkers, obviously we're not a thing, so they're not on in this either. But I do know if you have a race that finishes under caution, it doesn't tell you the finishing results. So if that ever happens, I just go back and, you know, grab the video footage and input the points accordingly.
Still out there. Clear.
Alright. So it's 12th. About a second and a half back to Wallace. Fun track. I really like to race this one. Reminds me a lot of Dover, and I really love Dover too, so. Right now it looks like I am the fastest car out on track by a couple tenths or so. So it's just kind of weird.
24.773. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.8. Outside. Still outside. Clear. 24.773. outside on your quarter. Clear. 25, 21, 2, 6, outside. Still out there, man. And boy, you're getting them. Outside quarter. Still out there. Still outside. Clear.
There's last week's winner, which in 2001 could not have been possible.
2, 3, 7.
But that's why we're doing a fantasy.
Outside.
Little fantasy
outside.
season.
Too wide outside.
Whoa!
No hole yet. No hole.
Oh, 3
One
wide.
outside. Door quarter clear.
And my bad, I wasn't paying attention to those arrows.
Still outside. Still there. The leader just did a 25.395. Still out there. 25.265. Clear outside.
It's like Ricky Rudd. No. Yeah, Ricky had the fastest lap last time.
6-4.
Than I did.
Outside. Still out there. Still outside. 24.99. Can't tell yet. Outside is clear. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.1. .175. Baby, push the turbo boost.
See, like, I don't understand why Rusty's already pitting. We still can go about 10, 11 more laps, but
24.982. Outside.
I tried adjusting their like pit strategy or whatever, but it didn't really seem to make much difference. At least in the little practice kind of stuff I ran, they all were pitting. I shouldn't say all, but some started pitting around this. Some ran it all the way. I put everyone's pitch strategy at 50, and this is what's happening now. So.
Outside. Still out there. You're clear.
One thing during all my practices, the AI never brought out a caution. So I don't know if they do. I'm sure they could, but I haven't seen it yet.
Good job.
Should have made the AI a little harder. I thought 97 was solid.
25.3.
As far as the max.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.1.
If I run their line, it's a little more. It's even.
Inside. Still inside. Clear. .699. him. Inside. Still inside. Quarter clear. .725. Inside. And clear.
I did notice that last time there's like a pretty good black mark right there. I wonder if that's kind of where the AI kind of hits their brakes just a little bit more. Alright, Tony's pitting. According to my calculator, we can go about another 7 laps. So we'll probably do that right about 40, 41 or something. Bobby's gonna pit here.
Inside. Still there.
Alright, here we go. Not really a clean track, or, you know, yeah, a lot of cars, but
25.503. No leader. Leader pit road.
Go grab us some bonus points. Need a couple laps.
Outside. Still out there. 25.408. Still outside.
Also try to do my best to remember to kind of try to pit how they do, so there I don't grab a bunch of advantage either, because they kind of dive down at about right now.
Look at your pit in. Just start getting a look at it. Outside. Come out of the way, Earl. And right next to him, bud. Already told him twice. Outside clear.
Casey must have pitted already.
26.147.
He's flying. Yeah, we'll pit this time.
The car behind is pitting.
I know I could push just a little bit harder, but like I said, just to kind of recreate kind of what they're doing.
Any help you can get us there, big Earl? I'm working on it, boss. Here we come, guys. 10 away. He knows you're coming. 5 away.
4 tires gas, kind of see what our tires are, and
turn in. Nice.
adjust accordingly.
Leave on me, SimForge.
Let's see. Right sides were 82.91 on the center, so I kind of cooked them.
Go, Mango. Hard.
Boy, he had an awesome pit stop. What are they doing? 2 tires or fuel only? Oh yeah, their pit stops are only 7 seconds compared to mine. Maybe they're not taking tires? Again, like I said, I can't control that. Let's see, who was it that passed us like crazy? The 19. See if I can find him, see what he did.
The leader just did a 25.013. Still outside. Car 2 has taken the lead. 59.465.
Now, let's see, we netted back what, to 15th? But, woo! I did have a full pit stop. They only had like a, I don't know, maybe they just did fuel and rights or something. I don't know. Junior had a longer pit stop. Burton had a longer pit stop. Sadler did, but looks like everyone else was just fuel maybe. I don't know. Maybe I need to have 100% fuel turned on, and that would make a difference. I could do that, but
Still there at your door inside.
I'd rather pit more than just once a race, but if that's what I got to do to make the
Clear low.
racing better, I will. Like I said, this season's just, you know, it's just about having fun, enjoying, learning. I would have loved to, you know, sit down and do hours and hours of testing to get it right, but
25.116.
we'll do another season once I kind of get things a little more dialed in. Maybe do like 2000, I don't know, maybe try the car tomorrow. Those things are beasts. We go even further, we go backwards, we can do the 87 cars, something. I don't know, give me some thoughts, ideas down below in the comments on what I should do for next season.
24.
Not to look too far in the future, because obviously we got a long way to go here, but see, I wonder, like, at this, like, is Jimmy Spencer really holding up Harvick, and why he, you know, isn't making the move to get around him and just wants to follow him instead?
Inside. Clear. One inside. Still inside. Clear. The leader just did a 24.999 inside. Still there. 25.357. Still inside, even up. Inside only.
Whoa! Tried to keep it off of Mark, and I got into the wall myself.
Outside. Still there. Clear high.
See, I don't know if I want to do that. I almost feel like that's kind of a cheat. So just try to run the line that they do.
24.732. Inside. Still inside. Inside is clear. .377. Outside. Still outside. Clear. Outside. Still outside. 24.97. Still outside. Still outside.
Yeah, the problem is it's so hard to try to pass them up there.
Still there. They're by half outside.
Oh, thanks for the pick there,
Clear.
Bobby. I better go.
Very nice work, my man. Lots of patience.
It says I'm 20 seconds behind the leader. I don't feel like that's right. Maybe? No. Oh, now it says 10.
The leader just did a 25.54. Lap traffic up here. 24.641. Working the top. Clear. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 2.1.
Maybe that's what I can do. I can run up here when I'm in open track and, you know, try to run them down.
The gap is 2.3. 24.712. 25.106. Inside. Still inside. Still inside. Still inside. Clear. 25.376.
I also think they need to make it to where like the lap down cars like yield to the lead lap cars. But I get it, but at the same time, I'm sure it's just a little bit of the algorithm that iRacing hopefully could update for too much longer. I know they were talking about something about doing a season or some sort of like season mode or career mode or something. So I know they have the resources to be able to do it and the knowledge. It's just a matter, obviously, of them doing it.
Inside. Still inside. 25.866. Clear. You gotta get through this traffic, girl. 10 forward. Clear.
So we got Tony up in the lead.
The lead is did on 25.863. 25.725. Outside. Still outside. Still there. Clear high.
Yeah, they just don't run the right line around here, and it just messes with them. Hopefully Vegas will be a little bit better for that. Got about 100 laps to go.
303.
Yeah, a little less. 98. It's been fun so far. Hopefully you're enjoying watching this. Hopefully it's not too boring.
Still inside. Still inside. That's the last car I'm talking to him now. 25.878. Door quarter clear. Still on your inside. All clear, my man.
That wall comes out of nowhere. It's quick. Comes up fast.
Inside. Oh, weed him through there. Roger. Still inside. Clear low. 25.326. Inside. Still there.
Go.
Clear low. Inside. Still inside.
What are you doing, Ricky?
Inside's clear. Working the bottom. You're clear.
I wonder if he's got an issue or something. He's you know, Compton got around us and he's
Outside.
dropping.
Still outside. Clear him.
Maybe those old tires are catching up with everybody.
The lead just did a 26.119, 25.45. Working the bottom inside.
See, Leffler should get out of the way here.
Still inside. Still inside.
Rusty's pitting. So see, he did 40 laps that time. I think before he only did like a little over 20 something. We'll see how it all shakes out at the end.
Clear.
Get a caution, that'll really mess with stuff.
26.38. Inside. Still there. Clear. Inside. Still inside.
I will go back. I'll have to see if Rusty does a full pit this time for tires.
6.291. Inside. Inside. Still inside. Clear low.
Yeah, it looks like it. His pit stop was 13.6 seconds, so maybe the AI just said screw the fuel or screw the tires and just did fuel on the first one, but now because they've done like 100%, you know, of a fuel burn on tires, now they're gonna take them.
Outside.
I think that's Kevin LePage right there saying he's pitting. Yep.
Outside. Still outside.
About 6 seconds back.
25.738. Clear, clear, clear. Sim, my man, you're doing a great job. Keep on digging, bud. You're doing great. Outside.
I don't know. Should I just pit and not take tires since I kind of got the advantage last time? But then again, I didn't drive back up through the field. I don't know. We'll get tires here this next time, and then maybe on the following pit stop we won't. We'll just kind of see where that plays out, if I can remember that. Boy, Tony is gone. Bobby's here in second.
The lead just did a 26.071, 25.16.
Well, the Bonnie brothers.
Inside. Still there, clear. Inside.
And what I think,
Still inside.
Kurt was a rookie this year in 2001, I believe.
Still there.
2002, maybe? I don't remember.
26.001. Still inside.
Maybe I should brush up on the facts before I start talking during my videos.
Still there. Clear low.
Come on, Bobby. Get around him. Oh, geez, and then I cut off Kurt. Maybe that's why they don't run the bottom.
Still there.
Idiot like me out here gonna chop them and screw them up.
Can't tell yet. Clear. Good job. .188. Really nice job, man. Catch your breath here a second. Best I can tell, he's a lap down.
Looks like Tony's getting ready to pit. See him down there.
Fucking nut up, let's go, man. Leaders on pit road. Those lappers out of the way, you're all in four.
I'm gonna turn the fan on during the next one. Getting a little warm.
Nice.
Give me one of them fancy ice suits.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.6. Outside. Still out there, man. Lap traffic up here. Clear high. 25.13.
Yeah, it looks like everyone that's pitting's doing the full pit stop this time around.
25.347. Inside. The car behind you is pitting. Still inside. You're clear him. On the bottom inside.
Whoa.
Knows you're coming. Clear.
Here I'm talking. Well, I'm not left. I'm the leader. Damn it. Never mind.
25.557.
I'll pit this time.
Put up, my man. Told him you're on the way. Inside quarter. Inside's clear. Outside. All clear. Got the lap car, I'm talking to him now. Earl, get him the fuck out of the way. All right. Here we come, fellas. We're 10 away. 5 away. Tell me about your car when you can. Yeah, sure, Mark. Now, turn in. Leaving on me.
So let's see, I said 82.91 on the first run. This run was 91.94. I wasn't on the bottom as much. I don't know.
Go, man, go. Go, man, go. Hard, hard, hard.
Oh, I forgot the fan. Whew, didn't get busted for speeding. That's nice.
The leader just did a 25.0111. Minute 0.03. Car 2 has taken the lead.
Remember, Rusty pit a little bit early, so I'm sure Tony will get him. Looks like we got about 22 cars on the lead lap.
Earl, let's get a little help with these lappers. 10-4. To inside. 24.733. The car behind is closing on you. The gap is 1.2. Inside. Still inside. Still inside. Clear. 25.176. Outside.
I'm thinking, why don't I run my bottom, just do my thing, and then under the next one, I won't take tires. But I guess I gotta be. Jeez.
One outside.
Oh!
Outside. One outside. Two outside. Gotta get through this traffic, Earl. 10-4.
I'm trying to get through this traffic.
One outside.
That was nuts.
We're high. 25.222. Car 20 has taken the lead.
There we go.
Outside.
Tony's back in the lead now.
Still there. Two wide outside. Still there. One outside. Still out there. 24.739. Still outside.
Ooh. Well, that's gonna make just the no tire stop really fun.
Clear high. Outside. Still outside.
I don't know. There's a lot of cars a lap down. Wonder if I should almost
24.584.
tighten up the
Blue Bud doing a great job. Still there.
difficulty.
Still there.
There's a
Clear.
20% delta between. I wonder if we should make it like 15 or 10, so they're a lot more stacked up on each other. Alright, looks like we're about 8 seconds behind Tony.
The leader just did a 24.90.
And yeah, so Jeff Burton last time, during the first pit, he did a full 13-second stop. This time he only did a 7.3-second stop, so it looks like they're alternating kind of what they do. So yeah, I'll probably only do fuel this next time, see what happens. Though I don't think I have a button on my button box that just does fuel.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.2.
I guess now's as good a time as any.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.6. 24.393. Lap traffic up here.
We'll leave tires off. Let's see. Windshield too, just because. also curious to see how many people make it to the end.
Outside.
If they all pit
Still
4
outside.
times instead of 3,
24.6, 8, 9.
yes, that would just hand me the win pretty much.
Still there. 1 outside. Still there outside. Still outside. Outside clear. Outside. Still outside. Clear. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.4. 24.803.
Yeah, for Vegas, I may practice with mess around with doing 100% fuel. That way we don't run into this kind of issue. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, we may try that. That sounds like a good idea.
25.314. 24.965.
We'll go low, Rusty. Pass him. Jeez.
Outside. Still outside. Get him out of the way, Earl. 10-4. I'm on it. Still outside. 25.
I think I have all their aggressions turned up to
Still there.
95. I think I got everybody at like a 95 smooth as far as driving, a 95 aggression, a 95 optimism. I think they're, yeah, and then everyone's pit strategy is 50, because I tried totally different spectrums, 0 and 100, and it didn't seem to make any bit of difference on what they did. And just now, like I said, everyone's on 50, and we've got strategies all over the place. So, their age is what their age was in 2001, and then skill, basically like, you know, Jeff Gordon's 99 skill because he won the championship, and then it just, excuse me, it just goes down 1 point. So whoever finished, like, you know, 40th in points, their skill is a 60. That's kind of how I have everything set up. I don't know if that's good, right, wrong. I don't know. I tried reading iRacing's knowledge about it, and I don't know. Like I said, it's just all about having fun. Just getting seat time, which is huge in this rig. I change stuff all the time. I've had different wheelbases, different steering wheels, pedals. So there's just anything that you want to, you know, thinking about something or want advice on something, let me know. I've pretty much tried them all. Fanatec stuff, decent. My problem is the Fanatec, you know, support. I don't really love the pins that they have on their steering wheels, but I understand if you know, install it correctly, you know, you shouldn't have any issues. But I've also got a little 2-year-old son that likes to come up here and, you know, play around and mess around, and I'm not just gonna tell him no just because, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm on an Accuforce V2. I've had, I think, 2 or 3 of them. I really enjoy it. The software that they use, the SimVibe software, really, in my opinion, kind of sets them apart. You can really adjust and change how this thing feels that you just can't do in others. Now, it's a little more notchy because obviously it's a stepper motor and not a servo like the SimMagic Alpha Mini and some of the others. So, but once you get racing, you don't really notice that too much. I do love the fact that in this wheel you can feel the RPMs. Kind of adds a little more layer to the realization that of all the others that I've had, and I've had a lot of them, you can't add that feature in. You know, Moza, Fanatec. What else have I had? SimMagic, Thrustmaster Logitech. Pretty much had all of the direct drive, just maybe not all the different variations, but they all use the same software. So it's just about the, you know, power and the torque, and even this I think is 15 Newton meters peak torque. And I don't run it anywhere near that. I don't want to arm wrestle. And then same thing with pedals. You know, I've had all the, you know, different types of potentiometer pedals, Hall effect sensor pedals, load cells, hydraulic. Some Magic P2000s are really nice pedals. I'm currently on the SimForge Mark-3s. I had the Sim Magic P1000s, the inverted ones, but I don't know, I just could never get the like pitch angle correct. Pushing on the brake was always just, it didn't feel natural. So, because I do, you know, as much as I can, I like to keep my rig as close to the type of car that I'm, you know, driving. So, like, my steering wheel only has like a, oh, I don't know, a little Rick Motec, like, push to talk button, and then it's got another button so I can look left and right. But I don't have, you know, 47 buttons on my steering wheel. I do have the little button box because I don't have a crew chief. I understand I could, you know, download crew chief and talk to him and all that kind of stuff, but it still doesn't help me with trying to do things for, you know, streaming and recording and stuff like that. So my button box has got a spot for a stream deck and then a bunch of buttons and knobs and stuff. So
26.14, 2 outside, 1 outside, still outside.
I've tried VR. I'm currently on triple 24s. I've tried, you know, 1440p. Tried the ultra wide. Like I said, when it comes to all that, I've pretty much tried everything. The triples are, in my opinion, the best bang for your buck. The VR is cool from an immersion standpoint, but trying to get overlays and stuff to work right. I like having my overlays so I can see all kinds of different things. So 32, 27, doesn't matter. You get the same resolution when you're using, you know, 1080p. So it just looks a little more like zoomed in when you have a 32 inch compared to a 24, and 24 fits my little space perfect. I've had motion rigs, you know, stuff like that. Motion rigs are, it's fun, don't get me wrong, it was really cool, but from a, you know, speed perspective, it did not offer anything.
Outside. Still there, clear.
Oh, almost had our first caution.
Outside, outside. 2 right outside. Clear high. They know you're coming. 26.541.
All this chit-chatting really let Stuart stay right with me.
Quarter outside. 2 wide outside. Still there, door. Outside 1. Clear.
But anyway, you know, I've had motion rig, had the DOF Reality 3. It was, like I said, it was cool, but a lot of money that, you know, you had maybe like, you know, just strictly just for fun kind of thing. It'd be cool to have, but I also am a little bit, you know, competitive. Like I said, I do officials, I do leagues, stuff like that. So at that point, to me, it just kind of becomes a little more gimmicky. Maybe something more like a D-Box or something would be, but I also don't have $10,000 to drop on something like that. So right now it's just the, what is it? Advanced Sim Racing. I think it's the AS4 with the TrakRacer Seat. Because I had the T80, but sold that to a buddy when I decided to go motion, and then, like I said, when that didn't work out, I came back to this, or came, you know, back to, you know, profile. And I like the profile aspect of it because you can put anything exactly where you want it. A lot of those other kind of rigs, it's like, you know, here's where it goes with a little bit of adjustment. And, you know, if I want to add more, like my triple monitor stand, and instead of sitting it on the floor, it's bolted to the rig and stuff, which I like that aspect.
25.401.
You're gonna have to wait till after lap 120 if anyone wants to try to make it all the way on fuel, and we got a lot of people pitting, so it looks like they're gonna have to do an extra pit stop. But we're only taking fuel next time. Hopefully I didn't burn up these tires too much. Obviously I did a lot of talking, so I didn't really focus too much on the racing aspect and trying to be conserving my tires.
The car behind you, pitting.
I don't know, maybe they'll be able to make it to the end. There's still a lot of cars that haven't pitted. Now that I look at it, they're just a lap down, which makes me even more nervous. There's only like, what, 5 of us on the lead lap? That's not very accurate. Yeah, looks like Mark Martin right here. He's the last car on the lead lap, and he is in 7th.
Faster, man. I keep telling him. I'm working up here. 25.63. Inside. Got that lap car up there. Clear, clear. The car behind you is pitting. Let's get them all up with these lappers. 10-4. 25.689. Outside. Still outside. You're clear. Outside. Got that lap car up there. Still outside. Still outside. Get up there on him. He'll move. Still outside. Get him out of the way, Earl. 10-4. I'm on it. You're clear. Clear. 25.499. Lappers out of the way, Earl. Roger. Inside, inside, inside. Clear low. Lap traffic up here.
Thinking we'll pit next time by. My calculator says we're good from here, so.
Gonna pit in about 5. Working the bottom. Clear low. The car behind me is pitting. 25.324. Outside.
I don't know if me pushing this indicates to them and they act accordingly. Oh boy.
Still there. Still out there. He knows you're on the way.
I'm gonna regret not taking tires.
Not a spot, I don't think. No, he is not a spot. That's the lap car. I'm talking to him now. Here we come, fellas. 10 away. 5 away. At your mark. Now, turn in, turn in. Leaving on me. Go, 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 go. Hard, hard, hard. Go.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the field too only did the 7-second pit stop. Wallace did do a full one though. He's in 5th.
He is not a spot. He is not a spot. Outside.
Oh, that's right, I didn't take tires. Oh, this is going to be fun.
25.128.
Well, I doubt we'll win unless Tony's got to pit. Well, he's going to have to pit for gas.
20 has taken the lead. Inside. Clear on the bottom.
Oh, this should be interesting. Oh, now Gordon's going down there. Maybe they just have to, like, build the algorithm or something. I don't know.
.785.
Sitting in 3rd. I'll take that right now. See, and Gordon didn't pit for tires either, so
25.103.
I don't know. 35 to
You're
go.
leading on the car in front. The gap is 1.8. 25.172. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.4. Working the outside. Last car I'm talking to him now. Still outside. Still out there. The leader just did a 25.68. Still outside. Clear up top. 25.502.
Jeff Burton's fastest car on the track. He's running mid 24s. Less than 30 to go. Nope, 31 to go here. .392. 14 cars on the lead lap. Yeah, I think I need to kind of change the delta between the speed variance, because there's going to be a speed variance because of the what do you call it? The skill level of the AI themselves. So maybe not lower it down so far. I don't know. Maybe that's why they're, you know, sticking behind people or something. We may try that for Vegas. We may try to open up the fuel to 100%, and we'll shrink the delta to maybe, like, you know, 10% between the highest and the lowest.
.332 outside. Still outside on your quarter.
I'm also thinking for next video too, I can, you know, add you guys like a little overlay so you can kind of keep track of you know, where guys and stuff are, because all I see, you know, I have the relative and I have the overlay, but all you guys just have just the relative. So you may want to try to keep up with your favorite driver. Hopefully you picked your favorite from 2001, and you're gonna see how they do throughout the season, and keep coming back and watching the videos. So like I said, if there's anything that, you know, you think I can do, change, modify, you know, whatever to make these better, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I'd appreciate that too. Just trying to get my name out there. Everyone's got to start somewhere when it comes to this kind of stuff. So the more support from you guys and whatnot, the more I can do.
25.565. .539. knows you're coming. 25.444. That's it, man. Stay up on him. He'll move.
Boy, I can really tell these tires are shot.
He knows you're on the way. 25.602. Not a spot, I don't think. No, just not a spot. Too wide outside. Clear. Good job. Outside.
Can't put the power down. I got no grip.
Still
Extremely
there.
tight.
2 outside. 1 outside.
Just wants
Quarter
to push.
outside. Still there.
That was a little bit better, but I think that was just because I adjusted
Still there.
my pickup point.
25.601.
Had a different line coming out.
Still outside.
Tony Stewart's got almost a 7-second lead on
Still outside.
me and Jeff right here. A lot of cars a lap down that
Still there.
I'll obviously keep them trapped a lap down, but compared to like Tony Stewart, I don't think he's going to win. He's going to have to pit again, unless I give him a caution.
1 outside. Clear. Outside. Clear high.
I mean, I could throw a caution. I mean, that would help Tony win the race. I'm sure he'd pit, but at the same time, the AI that's playing the strategy, or has played the strategy right, that would really screw them, and I don't want to screw all their races.
Still out there. 26.031. Too wide outside. Same thing.
Move it.
Outside. Earl, guide him through there, brother. Still out there. Too wide outside. Still there. 1 outside. He knows you're on the way.
See you later,
Still
Jason.
outside on your quarters. 26.018. Still outside.
Oh, boy,
And
that
lap
was
car up
terrible.
there. Still
Really
outside.
overdrove.
Car is a lap down ahead of us. Good job, man. Keep it up. See what's in front of you. Hit him. Good job, bud. Settle in. Get a rhythm. Still there. Lap
18 to
car's in front of
go.
you. Hand him through there, big Earl. Rojo.
Well,
Outside.
Tony
Still
pits,
there.
which it looks like he's going to have to. He pitted 33 laps ago.
25.8.
We'll pick up the dub. Don't know if we were really deserving of it, but hey, sometimes that's how drivers win their races, is on fuel mileage.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.4. Outside. Clear. Good job. Outside. Quarter outside. Still there. Still out there. Still out there. The leader just did a 25.898. 25.716. Still out there. Not a spot, I don't think. No, just not a spot. Still there. Clear, clear, clear.
Oh, there he goes. He's pitting. Should hand over the lead to us. We don't have any pressure. Jeff Burton's up to, what, 5th right now, but I think he's so far back. He's got like an 8 or 9 second lead on him. So now would not be the time for AI to have a caution.
The car behind is pitting. All right, baby, that's clean air. New leader.
All right, got 12 laps to go. Shame for Tony. This was his race too. He dominated all day.
25.535.
Guess we could still lose if we blow our right front the way we've been driving. Although they haven't said anything yet, so it should still be okay.
25.608. $25.557.
I'm gonna go from finishing dead last to winning. Two totally different sides of the spectrum. I said maybe I should have made the AI a little harder. I felt in some practices it was okay. Still, I mean, it was at 97, which is like I think alien status or pro status. I'm pretty sure it's alien, but
25.494.
do a little more practice for Vegas and see if we can't get it dialed in a little bit better. But this doesn't mean anything, you know. If I have some bad runs or you know whatnot, I still could not make the playoffs or the chase. So, because this is not a win and you're in, it's just the top 10 in points, regardless of wins or anything. So, the only thing that counts is the bonus points for leading a lap, leading the most laps. Only 4 cars on the lead lap. Me, Labani, Martin, and Kenseth. And they're on 39 and 38 lap runs. I'm on a 35 lap run.
25.866.
Tony's down to 9th. 1 lap down.
The car behind is pitting.
Oh, there goes Bobby. $25.671. See, a lot of this had to do with just the pitting. I did it. It's not like I had to save fuel or do anything crazy to get here.
Inside, 25.667. Clear. The car behind is pitting. Still inside. That's it, man. Get up to the bumper. No move. Still inside. Working on them in front of you. Inside is clear. Inside, you're going to have to call it. Working on them in front of you. And clear. Bring that thing here, baby. Show us some money.
Alright, here we go.
26.
1 more mile.
93.
I think it's a mile track, yeah. Ah, poor Mark. You pit too early. Should have just waited. You were a lap down. I gave you a cushion of a lap.
Outside.
All right. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Checker this time. Awesome, awesome, awesome job.
Heck yeah, awesome job.
Gentlemen, that is an outstanding job. Good job, bud.
Well, Tony Stewart came back to finish second. Everyone was at least one lap down. Good night.
Long drive, sir.
Whoa! What are they doing messing with my winning celebration for? Oh! Oh. Alright, Kevin Harvick's not happy about that. Thanks, Kevin. Look, I know you won last week, but you don't have to win every race.
What the fuck he's doing up there, I have no idea.
Alright, well, I'll get the points updated, and I'll give those a show when we go to Las Vegas. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Later.